Okay, so see, in Workday, basically, what you will get, when you will join anywhere in the company, what they will give you, there are a couple of ways of logging into Workday. Okay, I think you're already experienced, guys. Maybe, in your company, you might have, already. I think you're already accessing some of the URLs, which is SSO enabled. So when I'm saying SSO enabled, that means like you don't need to put any kind of credentials. Automatically, you just click on the link, and automatically you will be logged in the system. Okay, so that is something we call SSO enable, and there is another way of login as well. So basically, you will be having some URL, and then you can put your credentials, username and password. Once you enter this username and password, click on OK, and you will be able to log in into the system. So in Workday also, we will be having two mechanisms. Okay. So this screen, see, Workday is basically, cloud-based tool. Okay. So you don't need any a specific software to install in your system. Instead, you can just open Google Chrome or any browser. You can just, enter the URL, put the credentials, and, you are good to work in Workday. Okay. So this is, Workday home screen page. Okay. In this Workday home screen page, you can see many things like here there is one search option. You can type anything and, search details here. Then this is Workday icon, which will bring you, if you are in some other places, if you click on this, this will bring you uh, to the home page. Then there is, menu option. There, a lot of tabs you can see, a lot of options, icons you can see. So all those are, related to different module. When you will start working in Workday, you will come across all these, modules, and you will understand what exactly these are. These are actually, functional configurations. So we are not going to uh, look into those configurations, but definitely we are going to deal with the data. So here in menu, you will be having these many options. All these are configurable. Then here, if you see, there is one notification box, notification icon. So if you are running any report, or if you are running any integration, if you get notified whenever that report is getting, completed, or that integration is getting completed, you will be able to see in this notification box. And then you are having this, inbox. So let's say, you are doing something. Let's say you are applying some. Let's say you are just a manager in your company, and someone is reporting to you. Now, whenever that person applies leave, that comes to you for the approval. Okay. So this my task is for those kind of approvals. Let's say if someone is reporting to you, and if there is any action pending on you, you will get those tasks in your task box. Okay. And then here, all these things are configurable in the body. Whatever you can see, these things are, configurable. Depends on company to company. So here you can configure notifications. Here you can configure dashboard, icons, whatever you want. Then the main part here is your profile. Okay, so when you will click, this is your profile. When you will click on this one, you will get options. If you want to view your profile in detail, you can click on view profile. If you want to change your, password, if you want to, navigate, want to see the drive, uh, if you do all these things, then that option will be available here. Okay. So here, the main thing which, I want to show you is your profile. I mean, this is my profile kind of. I mean, they have given me some, credentials, and this is my home page. Okay. So in this home page, if you see, your name is there, your picture is there, your designation is there, your department details are there, location details are there, cost center company details are there. And in the right hand side, if you see, your employee ID is there, your organization is there, position details, what kind of employee type you are, whether you are a full time, part time, how much FT you are working in which, from which location you are working. Okay. So all those details you will be able to see. So this is a summary page of your profile. Okay. Like this, you can, search other people profile as well, but it may be you will not be able to see all these options for other people. Okay. Of your colleagues, but you will be able to see each and every detail for you, whatever access you have. Now, this is just a summary page. Like this, if you want to deep dive in your, data, like what are your job details, you can click on job here. There are multiple tabs you will be able to see, and in each tab you will be having a specific information. For example, here in the job details tab, if you see, all the details related to your job designation is mentioned here. In organization, if you see, then details about your organization, company, cost center, all those things will be mentioned here. So
Yes.
yeah, so I was saying like if you want to see more details about your job, organization, you can click on each and every tab, and you will be able to see more details. Okay, if you want to see your employment data, you can just click on employment data. You will be able to see. If you want to see uh, the worker history, like whatever transactions happened in your profile, when exactly you applied leave, when exactly you got promoted, when exactly you got transferred. If you want to see all those details, then you will be able to see your worker history. So see, in worker history, whenever when this worker has changed the legal name, when this worker has got transferred, promoted, everything is tracked in this worker history. Okay, why I am showing these things? Because whenever you work on any integration, you are going to deal with this kind of data. Okay, so that's why I'm just showing all these things at a high level. That we are going to build integration on this kind of data only. Okay. So anyways, that we will see later. So here, if you want to see job details, the worker history, or organization details, you can just go into job and you can explore multiple options. This will be once you get the access, this workday access, I would recommend you just go to your profile and just check whatever options you have. Just explore what kind of details, where exactly you can see in workday. Okay, that will help you to understand workday in a better way. Now next is this is job. The next is personal. If you want to see your personal details, you can just click on personal. If you want to see name detail, just click on names. You will be able to see name details. What is your legal name? What is your preferred name? Then personal information, whether it's a just gender information, date of birth information. Okay, if you want to see all those things, you can just go to personal information. Okay, then in IDs it will show ID details. For example, people in US use SSN. SSN is the most confidential information in US. Okay, so in India we have Aadhaar card, right? So all those Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport details, all those details will be stored in this ID tab. Okay. Then if there is any document you have uploaded during your onboarding or hiring, those documents will be stored in your documents tab. Similarly, if you want to see the contact your contact information like phone number, work address, home address, you can just go and click on contact, and then in contact you will be able to see your addresses, okay, and phone details, your email address details. All these details you will be able to see in the contact tab. If you want to see the salary, you can just go to the compensation tab. In compensation, you will be able to see like how much basic salary you are getting paid, how much allowances you are getting paid, how much bonus you are getting paid. So those details will be stored in the compensation tab. And then there is one more tab, pay. In pay tab, basically, let's say you are getting paid in this month, and you want to view your pay slips, okay? And also you want to analyze your pay, like how much deductions has been happen in what things, okay? How much earning you earned. So if you want to see all those details, you can just go in this pay tab, and you will be able to see your salary, your calculation details. The calculation details will not be for each and every country. Mainly, it will be for US, UK, Canada, France. Okay. It will not be for each and every country. For India, Workday is not offering any payroll. So in India, generally company used to use third-party payroll system, for example, ADP. Okay, so all these terms will be quite frequent when you will join any company, like ADP, payroll system, benefit system, absence system. Okay, in your company there will be multiple systems. Okay, and the main fund of integration is to connect two systems. Okay, we will come to come there. So anyways, so now if you need to see your pay details, pay slip details, or the calculation details, you can just go and click on pay tab. You will be able to see multiple tabs, and there information will be stored based on the name here mentioned. Then if you want to track your learning stuff, there is one option, career. Here if you go, then you will be able to see what courses you learned in the past, and what courses you are tagged into complete. Okay, so all those details you will be able to see in this learning tab. Also, we have other, performance tabs. So in performance tab, basically, in your company, whenever appraisal comes, what generally you do is you seek feedback from other people, you give feedback to other people. Okay. And based on the feedback, based on the appreciation you received, your appraisal is decided. Okay. Similarly, Workday offers this performance management system. And in this, the same options are here. You can seek feedback from others. You can give feedback to others. Okay. And based on those feedback, I mean, your manager will do whatever they want. Okay. So basically all these details will be stored, like this. So I think Lakshmi, you're new, right? So now, are you, uh, you know, understanding, few things like, how Workday looks like, what are the details Workday stores, how Workday stores data, how data looks like into Workday. Is this something you're clear? I mean, definitely not 100%, but at a high level, did you understand that?
Yes, I can able to understand how, because I just last night I mean I followed some of the videos of HCM functional videos, so that's why I can able to understand. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, any other question anyone is having till here? No questions? Okay.
Ganesh,
Mhm.
can you please elaborate the difference between um, technical and functional workday? Workday
Yes.
technical and workday functional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. So see, technical and functional. So here, let's say if you go to, absence, okay, and in absence, let this open. Yeah. So, see, in here in your worker profile, if you see, there are many modules. Okay. SCM modules. So these SCM modules, as in, this is a compensation module. This is a benefits module. Okay. This is, payroll module. Okay. And then there is a performance module. This is learning module. This is absence module. Okay. So when I'm saying, module, this means this is a complete separate set of configurations. Okay. Here in your profile, when you see, you have these many leaves, you have these many leaf types, and you have these many balances, which you can apply. Now, how exactly these are coming? What is this leaf? Someone is going to configure these leaf types in the workday. Okay. Someone is going to decide, like, I want to give 15 days per year personal leave, 12 days per year sick leave. Okay. So these are the things will be configured by functional people. Okay. It's like, they are not working on the data. Instead, they are actually implementing the features which employee is going to use. Okay. For example, applying leaves. Okay. Their salary structure, how it looks like. Okay. How they can change their names. Okay. Uh, uh, how their performance will happen, how they will be hired in the system. So all those are business process configurations. There are a lot of configuration. For example, this one, if you consider this one, this vacation. Okay, if you open this vacation, this is a leave type. Workday tenants are not generally this much slow. This is a GMS tenant. I think many people are, just trying something on this one. That's why this tenant, becomes heavy. Uh, That's why it is taking time. Okay. So see, this is, I open just one kind of, leave. That's a vacation. In vacation, if you go, see when exactly what balance will be accrued, how balance will be calculated, how balance will be accrued, what are the time of, uh, what are the time offs are actually, configured in this, leave type. Who will be eligible to apply this leave? These configurations will be done by functional people. This is a functional configuration in Workday. Okay. But when you talk about integration, so what integration does is, so in your company, let's say, you are working in a company, and in that company, the HR system is Workday. Okay. And you are working in India. Workday does not offer payroll system for India. Okay. Workday does not have payroll system for India. So definitely you have to use some other system for payroll calculation, even though you are using Workday as a HR system. Okay. So now there are two systems in your company. Workday is a HR system. ADP is a different system which is calculating your payroll. Okay. Likewise, there are other systems as well. Okay. You have one system where you are submitting your timesheet. Okay, that's another system. Okay, then you have another system where you are actually applying reimbursement request. Okay, so there are multiple systems. So let's say this way. We open. So basically, your core HR system is Workday. Okay, then you have time tracking system where you are submitting your timesheet. Let's say to make things easier, let's mention timesheet system, that is Chronos. Then reimbursement claim system is Conquer. Okay, this one is the functionality. This one is the system. Okay, lower one is the system name. That's a tool. Okay, that is something like Workday. Then you have payroll system, ADP. Okay, so let's say in your company you have Workday as a core HR system where employees are getting hired, employee details are stored. Okay, then you have another timesheet system, Chronos. In Chronos, you are actually filling the timesheet day by day. Okay, then if there is any kind of claims you have, let's say company is sending you on some assignment and you want to claim whatever expenses happen. So if you want to reimburse those expenses, you have one system, Conquer. In Conquer, you can submit the request and that will be reimbursed. Okay. Then you have another system, Payroll. So basically, to calculate your salary, there is another system, Payroll. Okay. Now see, when you get hired, you are dealing with only Workday. Okay. Your onboarding will happen in Workday. Your data will be stored into Workday. Okay. Your each and every details will be stored in the Workday. Workday is a core HR system. It is managing your employee data. Okay. Now, when you will get the link of Chronos when you need to submit timesheet. Okay. Let's say you are trying to log in the Chronos. See, you are not going to create your profile in the Chronos. Okay. When you will get URL, your profile should be automatically created in Chronos system. You just need to log in the system and you can submit your timesheet. Okay, and that's how happens whenever you join any company. That company is having a lot of portals, right? But you are not creating your profile in each and every portal. Instead, you are you're submitting your documents, you're filling your details just once in the company, and each and every tool is having your details. So how that tool is getting details? See, you are not getting hired in Chronos, you're not getting hired in Concur, your details are not getting stored in ADP. How exactly these systems are getting your data? Okay, so there comes integration in picture. Okay, whatever number of vendors your company is using, okay, you will fill your data in Workday only, and this Workday is going to send data to all other systems. Okay, that's what we call integration. Okay, so from Workday is actually sending your employee details to timesheet system. So when you log in Chronos, you will be able to see your profile. You just get your project code and you fill your timesheet. Okay. Similarly, you get the URL of Concur. When you log in the Concur, your profile is already created. You just create a new request, submit your claim, all sorted. ADP, they will give you ADP portal access. What you need to do is you just need to log in to ADP portal and you will see your profile is already there. Your compensation details is already there. Your tax deduction, your gross amounts, your allowances, your tax benefits, tax declaration, everything is already there in the ADP system. Okay. So it's not like you are submitting all those details here in Workday first and then you are submitting details in payroll separately, Concur separately. This is what integration is doing. You load data at one place and this integration is going to load data in in everywhere your details will wherever your details are required. Okay, Did you understand the integration and functional difference, or you still have?
Yes, Ganesh, it's really very clear. Thank you.
Okay. So it's just in simple words, integration is interaction between multiple systems. Okay. Sometimes workday to workday also. Okay. So integration is interaction of data, transmission of data between multiple, systems. Functional configuration is, configuring features into workday, implementing features into workday. You can say.
Those are
Any?
external systems, right, Ganesh? Chronos,
Yeah.
ADP.
Yeah. These are all external systems. These are not workday system. Workday is a separate system, and these are all external system. Likewise, in your company might be having many. I mean, at least I think companies are using 20, 30, or 50 systems. You know,
Yeah.
based on the number of workforce. If your company is having 1,000 workforce, you don't need that much of vendors. Okay, but let's say your company is having 50,000 employees. Okay, definitely you would need a lot of uh, vendors to manage your details. Okay. Any other question? Here.
Hi Ganesh.
Yep.
Wanted to ask why India or other countries in East, why they are not using fully functional workday? Why they are dependent on others' system as well?
See, Workday is not see payroll. The reason is it's very simple. See, for US there is a different government rules. Okay, there is a different taxation rules. In India there is a different taxation rule. Okay, in US you have federal tax, state tax. I don't know if there are any other taxes. In India you have income tax. Then there are many other components like PF and all. Right. So basically the calculation, the logic is different, and this is changing. Every year something is changing in your taxation part. Okay, so Workday, see, North America, South America, Canada, France, and UK. These are a standardized payroll. Okay, these are from a very long time. Okay, even if you see the traditional systems, for example, PeopleSoft and all, they are having these payrolls configured, but they don't have any other countries' payroll. Workday is trying to implement payroll for Australia. I don't know whether that has already been implemented yet, or they are going to implement, but they are trying. So based on countries, as rules are different, okay, Workday is not able to make a standard features enabled payroll system. Okay, this is the main reason. Okay, and coming to the time sheet system and conquer lesser time and expense system. See, Workday is very costly, to be honest. Okay, Workday is a very costly product. Okay, if your company can afford each and every module, okay, payroll is something it's not about whether you can afford or not. It's a different thing. Okay, it depends on your government laws. Okay, so that's why we don't have payroll system for each and every country. But for other system, if you say, claim, this reimbursement system, timesheet system, this is something, we can enable into Workday. But based on the complexity of the company, and costing of the company, how much they want to spend on time tracking system, companies are generally deciding. Okay, so it's not like, we can't do, it's like, we are not doing that.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, for each and these are the questions actually should be cleared by functional people. But from an integration side, from my Workday expertise, whatever I know, I am delivering that to you. But these are the reasons, to be honest. Okay. And in general, when you start working in, you will realize why this country is not actually implementing this thing. What is the complexity? And another thing is like, let's say you are opening a company today, okay, and you started using Workday, you will be having a lot of flexibility to use everything. Okay. Now let's say there is one company which is working from last 50 years. The Workday was not in 50 years back there was no Workday, right? So that company has started already using some other tools. Okay, they are already working, they are already submitting timesheet in some other tools, they are already claiming their reimbursement in some other tool. Okay, now they have implemented Workday 3 years back. Okay, so when they implemented 3 years back, if they want to move, let's say, timesheet system into Workday, it will take a long time. Implementation itself will take 1 or 2 years. Okay, then they would need to understand, what is the landscape of the company, where and how data is getting transmitted. Okay, then they will gradually start planning. Like for this country, we can use timesys system into Workday. Okay, and gradually they will move into Workday. Okay, because nobody wants multiple system. If we can do everything in one system, I mean, I would prefer that. Okay, but that will happen gradually. Okay, Workday is not a very old product. I think from last 6 to 7 years, Workday is a booming technology, booming HR system. Okay, and many companies are moving into Workday. So it will take some time, and gradually, I think everything will be in Workday. Any other question?
Yes. No, Ganesh.
Okay, and this Workday home screen and all, everything is clear, right? So, the next half an hour, simply I'll, let you know, like, after completing this course, what are the things, you will learn and, uh, how exactly we are going to learn. So basically, we will start with the, after completing this course, you can apply for integration consultant role, in Workday for, any companies. So you will understand, the integration. First of all, you will understand how to navigate things into Workday. Okay. After, completing this course, you will realize, like, you don't need to remember many things into Workday. This search box is actually handling all those parts. Okay. So you just need to remember some of the task name. Even if you don't remember the task name, it will be easy for you to, search all those things. When you type integration, it will give you all the options. Okay, so Workday Smart, so this search tool is very smart. Okay, so you will be able to understand the navigation into Workday. Then you will be able to understand, in Workday we have multiple integration tools. For example, Workday is offering public web services. We will be creating REST APIs. That will also be web services. Then there is one integration tool, EIB in Workday, and there is another integration tool, Core Connector. Then we have Studio. Studio is something we are not going to learn in this tool. We are going to learn the basics of integration. So we will learn, web services, REST APIs, that is a RAS, custom report. Then we will learn, EIBs, how we can create a report and send data from that report to another system. How can we load data into Workday? Then we have one template-based integration. So by the end of this course, you will be able to understand multiple kind of tools we have here in Workday to create integration, and in which scenario, which tool we need to prefer. That is something you're going to learn, after completing this course. Then you will understand, like, how exactly we create a connector based integration. Connector based integration is like, Workday is offering some certified connectors with multiple systems. For example, Workday is having a certified connector with ADP. So certified connector means you have everything configured in your system. You just need to configure the endpoints and a little bit more details, and that integration is ready to use. Okay, so we will discuss in detail on all those things, and you will be able to understand how we can create a connector-based integration. Then you will learn how to create a custom report in Workday. What are the uses of custom report in Workday? How can you enable custom report as a web services in the Workday? Okay, so you can create a custom report, and you can just create one URL of that report. The other party, let's say Power BI, is an external system. They want employee details or cost center details from Workday. Okay, cost center details are very easy. I mean, you can track cost center details in one custom report very easily. Okay, so what you did is you created a custom report, you enabled that custom report as a web service, and you share that web service with the Power BI. They will be able to consume data from Workday directly. So we are going to learn how exactly we are going to achieve this thing. Then you will learn about the calculated fields. So here in Workday, I have shown you, let's say, this one. If you go to summary, yeah. So, here in the summary, if you see, there are many fields, Workday has given. All these are Workday delivered fields. Now, let's say you want to derive something from these fields. Okay, so these are Workday delivered fields. These fields are given by Workday. These fields are already created by Workday. Now, if you want to derive something using these fields, okay, those are not Workday delivered fields. Those are something you need to create. You need to configure. So to accomplish that, we use calculated field concept in the Workday. So calculated field concept is actually using delivered fields. You're going to derive some other values. Okay, so that is calculated field. We will learn about that calculated fields. Then we will learn about the EIPs. How can we create inbound EIPs? How can we create outbound EIPs? Then we will learn about whenever here in this example, here Workday is the source system where your employment details are stored. Okay, and this is a different system, Chronos system. This is uh, Conquer system. Now let's say all your details are here in Workday, and you have created one interface which is integration. So you have created one integration to extract employee details and send those details to Chronos. Okay. So now when you will create that integration, when you will run that integration will generate one file. Okay. That integration will generate one file. Let's say employee data.csv. Now this employee data.csv needs to be processed in the Chronos. Okay. How this employee data.csv file will go to Chronos? Okay. I mean, where exactly Workday has to place this file? From where exactly Chronos has to consume that file? Okay. So we will learn about that retrieval and delivery service. Delivery service means whenever Workday is creating whenever Workday is generating any file for other system, that file has to be delivered to some other path, whether that's a SFTP path or HTTPS path or any other system, okay, any other server. So we would need to configure those delivery details, like on this server in this particular folder, this file has to be placed. Okay, so we will learn about that delivery configuration details in integration. Then let's say Chronos is actually managing the time system. Chronos is having the time data, and Workday requires that time data to configure the leave balances. Okay, let's say if someone is working for additional hours on Saturday or on Sunday, there are some additional balances needs to be accrued in the Workday. So to accrue those balances, Workday would need timesheet data. How much hours that worker has worked on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so in this case, Chronos is going to send data to Workday. Okay, so when Chronos is going to send data to Workday, Chronos will generate one file. Okay, and Chronos needs to place that file to some location, and Workday is going to consume file from that location. Okay, in this case, Workday is not actually delivering anything. In this case, Workday is actually retrieving something from other location. Okay, so there we will learn about the retrieval configuration. Okay, then after that we will learn whenever we create integration, how exactly security is maintained in that integration. Who will be able to access that integration? Who will be able to get the data? Okay, let's say I am creating one integration. I am the owner of one integration. What will happen if I leave the company? Who is actually going to own that integration? How that integration is going to run and generate file? How exactly access is control in that integration? Okay, let's say if I do not need to expose gender, how can I restrict that gender to not get populated in the file? Okay, so all those configurations, security configurations, we will learn at the end of this course. Okay, so mainly you will learn about the navigation, how to create custom report, how to create integration, how can you configure the delivery and retrieval service in the integration, what is calculated field, how can you create calculated field, what are the functions we have in calculated field. Then you will understand about the integration security. Okay, and then you will understand the core connector integrations, which is template based integration, which will also let you know the details about the change detection. We have change detection mechanism in Workday. Okay, so we are going to learn these many topics gradually. Next day what I'll do is like I'll give you the sequence in a way we are going to learn. Okay, before I proceed to any other thing, do you have any kind of question? I'll just mention the day by schedule. We would need to run very fast, to be honest. Okay, but it doesn't mean like we are going to leave things behind. We are going to cover everything, and also we are going to clear everything. Okay, so I'll give you assignments. Okay, I'm not going to check those assignments, but what you need to do is when I give any assignment and activity, you need to just explore those things whenever you get some time. If I am asking you to create a custom report, you just create a custom report. You explore all the options there in custom report. If you will be having any kind of question, we are going to discuss that. Okay, and before I give you any activity, I'm going to explain everything. Okay, and that is what I'm going to give you as activity as well. If you will face any kind of issues while doing completing that activity, we are going to address that in the session. Okay, so the session, I'm not sure whether you have got if we have particular number of sessions to learn everything. I mean, we have, but let's say, if we need to, extend 1 or 2 sessions or 3 sessions, we are going to do that. But the main objective is we are going to cover everything. Anyways, today I have not covered that much of thing, but what I wanted you guys to do today is, here in Workday, I just have shown you some of the things, right? Like how data looks like. In job, you can see some of the details in overview. So I just wanted you guys to explore this Workday homepage. Type something, for example, create integration system, create custom report. Okay, this kind of thing you can type here. You can see what options this is. Then just go in the profile and check what are the options there. You can see in the profile, and then also you just explore all these things, like what are the details stored in the job, what are the details stored in the compensation, benefits, pay, performance, all these things. I would say whenever you get Workday access, the first thing you guys will do is like you will explore the Workday homepage. Okay, just try click here and there, see what exactly you can see. Okay, try this notification icon as well, this my task options as well, and then also explore all these tabs. And in all these tabs there are many, sorry, in all these modules there are many different tabs. Just try to explore what are those tabs are. Okay, so when you see, the thing is, when you will look for job into Workday, you will get many kind of jobs. Okay, many kind of jobs. I think you will get the implementation something you can't get. That is something is reserved for partner companies, and we have very limited partner companies. For example, Accenture, Deloitte, PwC, these are partner companies. Okay, there only you will get the implementation project, and apart from that, mostly you will get ASM projects. Okay, so that's a support projects kind of. And there you don't need to only support, like look into the data and all. It also, there are variety of jobs there. Okay, so sometimes you just need to they will give you some issues you need to analyze, and you need to tell them, okay, this is the issue, the data is wrong, you need to fix this thing and that thing. Sometimes what you will get is like there is one integration running, and there are some issues in the integration, whether that integration is not generating file successfully, or that integration is generating inefficient data, some data is missing, or some records are missing, those kind of issues. So there you will need to analyze the integration, and based on your analysis you need to propose the solution. Some companies offer you to put the solution as well. In AMS project, generally you will get options to fix as well. So you have to fix all those things. Okay, then you need to understand the delivery model as well. How exactly, where exactly you're going to replicate that issue, put the fix, and how can you deploy those things. Okay, so whenever you get the access, I would say like you just explore all these options, whatever you can see in the home screen. Okay, and then gradually we will start with the integration topics. We will start with the report, custom report, and then we will go proceed with calculated field, then EIB, then co-connector, then document transformation, then security configurations. So that's how we are going to proceed.
Ganesh, I have one more question.
Yep.
So, all the companies use everything like public web services, EIB, core connector, everything they used, or
See, I mean, it depends actually. Okay, so let's say there is a company which has workforce of, let's say, 1,500. Okay,
Mhm.
so that company is not having too much of vendors. Okay, that company will be having very limited vendors. Okay, because the count is very less, they don't need too many vendors. So there, let's say they are using everything in the workday, then you don't need any, that kind of thing. Okay.
Okay.
But let's say they are using some systems like ADP or Concur or Power BI or some other reporting tools or any other system. So
Mhm.
for that one, you would require mostly everything. Okay, you
Okay.
would require connector based integration because we have already certified connectors. Now let's say if someone is asking you for a report, you are going to create a report. Now there are some integration which are very simple. Let's say they want one CSV file where you just need to send employee details, employee name, first name, last name, gender, date of birth, hire date, and all these things. Okay,
Mhm.
that's a very simple report. So there you are going to use EIB. Okay, then let's say you joined a company and that company is having 50,000 workforce. Now sending data of 50,000 workers every day is not a good move. Okay,
Mhm.
see, today when I build the integration, the very first day I'm gonna send details of uh, all the workers, 50,000 workers. But on very next day, if 10 workers are doing transactions in the workday, if 10 workers are updating their home details, contact details, personal details, or anything, then I should be sending details of only 10 employees. I should not be sending details of 50,000 employees. Okay, it's unnecessary. It's taking too much of time. It's a increase in payload. Okay, and it's consuming a lot of space resources. We don't need to do that. Okay, we already sent 50,000 yesterday. Today, 10 people, 10 worker has updated their information. Today, we are going to send 10 worker details only. Okay. And
Okay.
then the information are, stored. So there you are going to, use change detection mechanism and as a template based connector integration in Workday. Okay. So you are going to use. So almost, you are going to use each and every integration tools kind of.
Okay. Thank you.
And also, nowadays people are trying to use microservices as in small, web services. I mean, every system is built based on web services. That's what is happening today. Okay. And so, going forward, the use of web services, is going to increase a lot. Okay. Everyone wants to make system real time. Okay. So for that, to make that system real time, definitely there will be use web services use.